Good morning, and how are you? I hope you're having a positive Monday morning. Talking about positive, I want to start with a positive video putting the Republican Donald Trump into a good light. And I'll tell you why. All over the internet, people are claiming that racial violence has increased because of Donald Trump's election, he becoming president. So therefore, a lot of madcaps are going out there killing black people, etc. You see all over the media, Donald Trump is a racist, Donald Trump is this. However, if you want to understand a person's character, you look into their past. Whenever you look at the past, you see the person's root, you see what they stand for, you see their true persona, their true personality. Anyone agrees with that. If you want to understand a person, look at their past. Just because you love your country does not make you a racist. Just because you believe in American or British values does not make you a racist. What makes you a racist is when you believe your race is superior to another. What's happened is we have fallen for the sick liberal agenda where everything can be insulted. Anything and everything. If I said this plant, you're a daffodil. Oh, not a daffodil, I'm a rose. So society wants to sue me. We live in a crazy world, right? However, if you don't understand a person, look at their background, look at their past, right? According to liberals, according to sick white liberals, according to sick black people, right? Ronald Reagan was racist. George Bush was racist. So accusing the Republicans of being racist is nothing new. So what are you going to do? Never vote in a Republican again because it's supposed to be racist? You look at the language. However, if you look at the background of the Democrats, the founders of the KKK, they're the ones who signed in the criminal justice bill that incarcerated many black men, not the Republicans. Hillary Clinton, a white feminist, admire, what's her name? Margaret Adler. Margaret Adler had sympathies with the KKK and believed black people should be exterminated. But because liberal Democrats stand for sexual filth and sexual revolution and sexual freakiness, it complements the dysfunctional black culture. It makes the black culture feels clean. So black people don't mind supporting the racist LGBT, the racist white feminists, and racist Democrats. Black people have no mind because the devil knows the devil. The demon knows the demon. They know which kingdom they come from, a kingdom of filth. But when you believe in family values and you believe in order, the devil don't like it. It exposes his deeds, his wickedness, and his vileness. And that's the only reason why black people don't like Donald Trump. They didn't like Ronald Reagan. They didn't like George Bush. Why? For the simple reason they stand for family values, they stand for patriotism, they stand for loving their race. Just because black people don't love themselves, 85% of crimes done against black men is not the policemen, is not Republicans, is not Donald Trump, is other black dicks killing the big dick. Other black dicks killing the big dicks, and no one will deal with that fact. Why is the big dick killing the dirty big dick? Why is the sausage killing the sausage? Why is King Kong killing his ape self? Nothing more than self-genocide. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump, no Ronald Reagan, no President Bush or ex-President Bush. It has nothing to do with them. Black people chose to live in hell. Black people chose to live like filth. Nobody forced you into that situation. Nobody forced you with a gun to your face to sell drugs to your own community. You chose it out of greed and Judas mentality. I'm going to show you a clip, as long as YouTube allows it, for copyright reason. If not, I'll send the link. you're going to be shocked. While the whole world was calling Mike Tyson a rapist, the whole world, this Republican, Donald Trump, he supported Mike Tyson. Now, you show me a white racist who's going to protect a strong black man, virile, sexy. You show me one. You show me one white racist that's going to defend an aggressive black boxer full of sexual hormones. Donald Trump did during the heights of this racial animosity, during the heights when most white people said that Mike Tyson was guilty. The jury did find him guilty. Donald Trump did not believe the white jurors. So much for the Republicans being a racist. So much for Donald Trump being a racist. The race card is being used by black people who are used to killing each other, committing abortion on each other, which is the subject I want to cover with my next subject. Black men deliberately giving black women AIDS. Oh, you know, during Katrina, George Bush betrayed us. Oh, Ronald Reagan wouldn't, deal with the AIDS in the black community until white people got it. Black people give each other freely AIDS. Which, my next video, we're goddamn hypocrites. Blacks don't mind killing blacks. Blacks don't mind committing the worst kind of treachery. And we have a nerve to attack Republicans. That your racism is the Democrats, the founders of the KKK. Hillary Clinton, she says she bowed down at the feet of Margaret Adler. Margaret Adler believed black people should be exterminated, and she was a Democrat. No Republican has ever used language like exterminating black people. No Republicans brought in the criminal justice bill that locked up all the strong and fine black men. No, it wasn't Republicans that did that. It was your benefactor, your best friend, your white liberal friend, the Democrats. 80% of black gays says the gay community is racist. 80%. Do you know something? That black people have no problem supporting white liberals. They have no problem supporting the LGBT. They have no problem supporting the white feminists. Yet you're going to hate Republicans. For what? For what? What good deeds of the white Republicans that you're going to hate? What good deeds? You can't even name one. The Liberal Democrats, the LGBT, the white feminist subject I will cover in a week, are the biggest racist out. But black people keep it quiet. Why? Because the devil knows his own. The demons knows his own. And they will eat together and have a banquet together at the table of incest, pedophilia, immorality, because that's what makes each other tick. I will now try and post a video. If not, I'll send the link. And please, if you love this video, please subscribe. Don't forget, press that button.
But I watched what happened to Mike Tyson. I watched how badly he was represented by an attorney in Washington that was charging him $3 or $4 or $5 million against a local attorney, the best within 100 miles that the state hired, who just ate the other man's lunch. And I watched the way he did it. And I heard about a girl that late in the evening knocked on his door, was taken in, was raped, perhaps not, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I think he was very badly represented. But I did see that, number one, she knocks late in the night. Number two, she's dancing in a beauty contest at 8 in the morning, and I saw the tapes, and I see the big smile on her face, and she's dancing happily at 8 in the morning. And now Mike Tyson's in jail for 4 or 5 or 6 years. I had a real problem with that case. I had a real problem with Mike Tyson's lawyers. I had a real problem with Don King. I just think that he was really fed out to the wolves.
But if in fact he raped her in that hotel room, regardless of whether she came there, you think that he should
I
have
just
been
don't know that
convicted and should have gone to the slammer.
He to this day denies it. I don't know that it happened, and I think that, as they said, if he didn't testify, he would have been exonerated totally. The jury said that. Mike was arrogant. He was a horrible witness from what I understand, and I'm not surprised. I mean, I would say that generally speaking, you don't put Mike on as a witness, but he was a horrible witness. And to get 4 or 5 or 6 years, I think that there was just too many circumstances. Again, she was in a beauty contest and she was dancing with a big smile on her face at 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but the jury sat there and they listened to her, too. They had an opportunity to hear her and test her credibility as they heard it, and also to face questioning. This guy's not a bad lawyer. He may have handled his case bad, but he is the same man that represented John Hinckley and others and had an extraordinary reputation in a very good Washington firm.
I watched Mike, and I've been with Mike, and I've seen him, and people really take advantage of this man. And I want to tell you something. I think this is one of those examples. Now, I know we have a system of juries, and I know we have a system where if you're found guilty, you're guilty. But somebody like me, maybe who has a little bit more independent streak, can say, hey, Mike Tyson, in my opinion, should really be given another break. I mean, they put him in jail before he was even guilty, as far as I was concerned.
Do you believe he'll fight again, and do you believe he'll ever be the heavyweight champ again?
I think he'll fight again. I don't know that he'll be the heavyweight champ again. In the prison that he's in, they don't allow boxing. That's a long layoff. Yeah. Some of the young fighters that are coming up in the heavyweight division are great.
But Ali came back from the years that he was
off. Well, Ali
came
back. Ali was totally unique. He was a unique man, and maybe Mike will come back. I think Mike probably will be the champion again, but you have some young this and that, or